how are you doing with the drums? He doesn't know I sold them. He has no idea I sold them. I'll just be like, oh yeah, good. So I'm not trying to disappoint my dad even more, you know. But yeah, basically when the time came for me to try out for this band, you know, I thought I nailed it. Like I thought I did good. Like, you know, even though like I played my shitty dumbed down version, because I remember I walked into the fucking auditorium. You know, at first they were gonna do it at my house, but they're like, oh, there's just fucking no point. It's easier to do it at the school. Now you had to use this shitty fucking drum kit that I wasn't even fucking used to. And you know, my one-itis was there. I was shitting bricks, and of course, like I fucked up a little bit, but like I thought like I did good enough. I'm like, okay, like I nailed this shit. Like I tried to like give myself confidence. I'm like, oh, I nailed it. And the lead singer, the dude that was trying to get me in the band, he's like, oh wow, man. You know, I think he was virtue signaling, but he's like, oh wow, man, bro, you did so good, man. You know, just like hyping me up, just gassing me up. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, oh man, I think you're gonna be our next drummer, bro. And I was getting like excited and shit. I was like, wow, you know, my first band, like all this hard work, you know, my dream to be in a band. It didn't really matter because it just seemed like fun at the time, you know, because they would go to shows and shit. It wasn't just this like specific occasion, like the Battle of the Bands at my school. They would actually go to like bars and shit. They would play like heavy shit. Like it was just, you know, most of the songs were ass though. It was just like Pantera, Korn, fucking Metallica, those types of songs they would cover. And literally I went to bed that night and I was like, I got this. You know, I was thinking, of course, like I said, my blue pill mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the girl, I'm gonna join the band, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna get the girl, this is my reward, I'm gonna finally be happy. You know, God, it's so fucking over, man. Like just to think that I was so happy for once in my life, right? I was so fucking happy. I went to bed. I was just like, I couldn't sleep. That's how excited I was. I was like, there's no way. Like, I'm going to join this band. I'm going to, you know, get to know her. She's going to get to know me. Oh, you know, my personality. I'll get to know her and then she'll like me, right? You know, that's like the way thinking I had. And, yeah, I went to bed. And the next day, literally the next fucking day, he came up to me at lunch and said, oh, sorry, dude. We found another drummer from another school. Sorry, you didn't make the part. He said like some stupid shit. He's like, we found it. And it didn't make sense because I'm like, when the fuck did he like, because you know what I mean? It was the next day. What the fuck did he like, did he just magically show up and like, was he better than me or something? Like after I played, like when did, like, cause it didn't make sense to me, you know, cause how the fuck he came up to me. He's like, oh, we found a drummer from another school, bro. Sorry. And I was like, what the fuck? So of course I got like depressed. I'm like, okay, well, you know, there goes my chance with my one-itis. You know, I mean, of course, you know, later down the road, I asked her out and I got brutally rejected. But, you know, at the time I was like, okay, you know, that this was like my chance. And like, it wasn't even necessarily like just the one-itis. It was the fact that like I had such a dream and I was like so passionate about, you know, music, like the drums, playing the drums. And I did, you know, people now tell me like, oh, bro, you should pick up an instrument. It's like, for fucking what? Like now? Pick up an instrument now? For what? Just to play with myself? Like that's not nothing new. Like what the fuck is that? You know, like I wanted to chase this dream of being in a band so bad, you know, and trying the guitar and the bass, I just gave those up because I'm like, all I wanted to do was play the drums, you know? And anyway, yeah, this kid, he tells me, he's like, yeah, we found someone else, dude. He's in another school, but sorry to let you know, we found someone else and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, a month or two later, when the Battle of the Bands thing happens, you know, it happened in the auditorium, I was fucking sitting in the back, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I was sitting in the back, I was watching them play, you know, play the song, that Metallica song. I was just watching my one-itis, you know, just looking at everyone. I was like, why couldn't it be me? You know, I was like, there's just like a fucking cloud over my head. I was just fucking shot after that one. You know, I was just so depressed because I'm just sitting there watching them. And of course, you know, I just started to daydream like, oh, maybe, you know, just daydreaming in my head. Like, oh, I'm the drummer and shit. Because that's what my life fucking consists of now. My life really just consists of constant daydreaming about a better life. That's really all it is now. Because I got nothing going. And like I said, you know, maybe like a year later, I quit the drums completely because like it just was, I would still fail. You know, I didn't like it after a while. That's like the main reason. I just sucked so bad to the point where I'm just like, why am I still doing this? Why the fuck am I still playing the drums if I'm terrible at it? You know what I mean? I was just like, what the hell's the point? And for the fact that, like, I have this shit happen, this dude just, like, randomly just come up to me at lunch and be like, yeah, we found someone else from another school. Sorry, man. Then going to the Battle of the Bands, just watching it, just depressed out of my mind. Like, fuck, why couldn't that be me? Why couldn't that fucking be me?